against the giant. Glad to see it didn't run away on us. Now worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word.
So wait a second, this is like the next day, you know, and we're back, or?
Seems like it.
Ah, yeah. Well.
As you can see. Well, I'm back at the literature club.
At the what?
I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, giant. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Yeah, it's the first homework, what the fuck. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Yeah, choosing random words, you know, and it's so overwhelming. Oh, come on, he deserves an Slack.
Slack is a good rapper.
So you're telling me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year?
Oh my god!
And last year too?
Oh my god!
I don't know if we plan to just come here and hang out or what. She knows what we want to do, eh? But if you don't take us seriously, we'll murder you. And then you won't see the end of it.
That's her inner voice, by the way. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room.
Ooh. So that's why she was very startled, you know, when the...
Yeah, her inner self has been exposed.
Yes.
Like Paris Hilton. What? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature.
So is your mom. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Hit and sank. Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Sita can't always give you his best as long as she's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. You know, that's going to be the voice when the things start to get creepy. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Shit. And you almost set your house on fire once. Shit.
No. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? When is the marriage?
Yeah.
I might be a little jealous.
You can fight to death in the middle of the class and the winner can come with me. How come? You and si John can become good friends too. He might even put his ding dong in you. He's chinching. Nothing happened there.
Says Sayori. You little rascal, you.
Yeah.
Ellipsis. As usual.
You have to say ellipsis.
As usual, I'm gonna do that and start doing that in real life. Not. Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
I mean, you know? She brought you... What did she bring you?
Is it voluptuous? Well, wait, Sayori. Me?
Oh.
Me. Me. Him, not really.
Don't be shy.
Ah, Lucas. It's really nothing. What is it? You know?
What is it? Give it to me.
And Tommy T. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not.
Yes,
what do I do?
An engagement ring. A ring, right?
Made out of hair, apparently.
Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, what?
Maybe a wedding ring made out of her hair or something. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Go, rescue Ranger. Hey, don't. Hey. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah.
So.
I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Make something else big, you know what I mean? Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Oh.
the Bible Black. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I put it in some cloth, you know what I mean. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. So I guess we went for Yuri with the poem, I guess.
I don't know.
Which is definitely
Maybe
what
the Bible Black.
which is definitely, by the way, what I was fucking aiming for in the first place. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
You're like, what, damn or something?
discuss it if you wanted, and if you know what I mean. That is an innuendo for something.
Ooh.
This is...
Porn.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? First world problems.
Yeah.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I just became British for no reason. I enthusiastically take the book. F you.
I liked your gift so much that I became British.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's it. Top hat, monocle. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
I told you she was actually saying, you know, we can read it at your own place.
And then discuss it later in the bit, you know. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case, not even the staircase.
What then?
Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner.
Ooh.
Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet and the chair, apparently. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Fucking, that's what I wanted to go for in the first place. Nice that it actually happened.
Oh, but wait a second. This is the outcome of the poem that we actually didn't read to anyone yet?
Well, I guess.
But Yuri was the most boring of them, you know. No.
Are you fucking kidding me? She's the best one out of the bunch by a long shot. And by a long hair.
But okay, let's see. Maybe she can convince me.
The good thing is, I don't watch the game theory stuff, by the way, but there is a thumbnail which said don't go for this girl, and it actually has Yuri in the thumbnail. So maybe destination fucked, we'll see. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Let's see what it is. It looks like the same book that she lent to me.
Oh.
Well, if it would be a VHS tape, it would probably be the ring tape, and it would mean the curse like transfers to us. So yeah, destination fuck definitely. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, music changes.
Oh,
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes met for a split second. Ellipsis. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. Seems to be... I was just spacing out.
Yeah.
I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. Or at your place. You know. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Isn't it? With a British accent. British? I'm fucking Scottish. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I wanted to reread some of it. Irish, for fuck's sake. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
What
That's...
is right?
Can we cue the X-Files theme? I'm throwing up the triangle now. Well,
It was like a mildly annoyed.
it was definitely an Irish one. Sorry to all Irish viewers out there. They probably already turned off though, so who cares? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yeah, nice catch.
Yeah, boy.
I see. There's something fairly, thank you, obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. How about now when everyone is reading?
Yeah, for example.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a book about gravity, you can't put it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Yeah.
Is that so? Is it about flat Earth? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book, and scans her eyes over the back.
Meaning she doesn't know what she's reading.
The book is titled Portrait of Marcoeur. There is an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
The Illuminati.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. Kidnapped, but lost. Yeah, she's lost. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. Seeing eyes and triangles everywhere, you won't even imagine. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs... Why is the music so fucking upbeat for this? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Didn't she just like fucking spoil like the whole story?
Yeah, I was thinking, apart from that, is she foreshadowing what her story is going to be, or?
Though, by the way, I read the book. I think it's called Shanghai Redemption or something. I was working part-time in a library, and at the end I had to pick a book. And I think it's called, translated to Shanghai Redemption or something. Not the shitty movie, by the way. Press X to not die.
It sounded like
Press X to not die, like
action movie.
that not like that shitty M. Night Shyamalan movie. Press X to not die reference. But there on the back cover, it also kinda spoils the story. But there is one point in which it's not another spoiler. In which a character dies, and even though it kinda spoils it in the back of the book, it's still a shock, gotta say, when I first read that character actually died. So while the cover back sometimes leaks a little bit, it still hits you hard when it actually happens. That's kind of like Shanghai Redemption. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, the giant? It's not that. Fucking British again. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so.
Cool.
Yeah, boy. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive and on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. That's called religion. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be naive. Naive one. Sorry, a little bit of a grammar issue there. For letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Or religion, basically. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't you apologize in my classroom, girl. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. Yeah, that's the perfect way to end the conversation, I guess. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. Well, kind of not. I said something more like psychological disturbing there. And please stop.
Yeah.
Please stop me if I started talking too much. I might reveal some government information. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. Because the Illuminati has everything covered and they look at you through this book. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen, like the Illuminati are doing right now. Do you see a microphone somewhere? Or a peach? It's a lyrics club after all.
No.
Illuminati. It's... well, it's true. In fact...
Well, people will actually say that it's a conversation club because that's what you're doing.
Well, that's what book clubs do, technically, you know.
No. They read and they never talk.
I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. You fucking gave it to me. That's the point of a book. What are you saying? You bought it. Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Well, ellipsis.
She doesn't want the conversation to end here.
She doesn't want anything to end here. She doesn't want life to end here. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my... There are two girls in the corners like talking about lyrics. This girl is reading a book. Why do you put the fucking book back into your fucking bag and don't read it? At least the guy makes a little bit more sense than Minase, though.
Mm-hmm.